Hello, everybody. It's me, Dan,
Is Daniel?
and before we begin, we're proud to announce a new sponsor. If you missed the last episode and you're catching up, we have a new sponsor, Fungwa Bus Line. Due to numerous accidents, including crashing into a toll booth, having the axles fall off the bus, numerous fires and flip overs, and other things, being in the insurance risk pool and then being shut down by the government, can no longer be our sponsor, which was sad at the time. Nathaniel and I cried endlessly. We're like, what are we going to do? We love Fungwa Bus. It is such a great bus line.
The funny part is I was never informed of this change.
And then a new sponsor reached out to us, Eastern Airlines, flying all over the place. It's amazing. It's terrific. It's fantastic. That's all you need to know. Eastern Airlines. They will get you places.
Move out.
All right. We are back with our special guest star. So recently, this past weekend actually, it was the beta period for Call of Duty Cold War, and I happened to play the beta, and I have some insights that Nathaniel felt I should share with everyone. Okay, and I understand you have some questions, Nathaniel.
Yes. So, Lily, first question. Lily, would you please calm down? Thank you. First question to you. So, the beta. How was it this weekend?
It crashed quite a bit. Not only did the program itself crash, but it crashed the Xbox where the Xbox was shut down. And that's typical for betas. That's why they're testing it. It's called a beta test to see, what kind of issues they have. That's definitely something they need to work on.
It's funny that I overheard you talking about that upstairs.
To who?
I don't know. I just overheard you talking.
All right. Yes. I was talking about the crashing. And it was annoying, especially when you're in the middle of the game and you're doing well, and poof, you're gone and everything's gone, and it would take forever to load. So I ended up playing probably more Modern Warfare this weekend than the beta, but I was able to get a feel of the game.
You're not playing really more often than you played the game.
Yes, yes.
We're in the lead.
What was your impression of not only the beta but the actual game?
Of course, it was only the multiplayer, so I was not overly impressed with it. The thing is with Treyarch, which is the developer of the game, their Call of Duty games tend to be lackluster. Their big break and their more popular game was the original Black Ops, which is a direct sequel to. But the graphics were not overly great. They had a very fake feel to it. It was very clunky. The graphics, like I said, were not fantastic. Where with Modern Warfare and Infinity Ward in general, with their Modern Warfare series, starting with the original Call of Duty to Call of Duty 2 and Modern Warfare trilogy, it's they focus a lot on realism with their graphics, where Treyarch focuses more. It's almost like a comic book feel.
Mm. Were there any new game modes or any new additions to the beta?
There were some new game modes they have, and this is something they tried in Call of Duty 2. Not Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty World War 2. Which was, kind of like Call of Duty 2, because they're both set in World War 2. Where you had this, in World War 2, you had this game mode which they probably copied from Battlefield 1, where you're a unit and you're pushing forward to capture objectives. They had something like that in Cold War, where they had large scale domination, which is something you have in the Battlefield games, where you have a large map and you're all over the place. Although the maps were not as big as the Battlefield maps.
You have a large cat to keep you company.
I know. She's very distracting. And
But she's a welcome addition to...
yes, they had a dirty bomb game where you had to go around and collect uranium and detonate a dirty bomb. The problem was, much like in Warzone Plunder, everyone would just camp out around the dirty bomb location and just ambush people as they come in. So if you're not part of the ambushing team, it's going to be very infuriating and not fun to play. So it was something that probably would be good and popular, but I could see that quickly being, annoying people.
What we Rainbow Six Siege players called the anchorers.
Yes, campers, whatever. They have a million names.
Well, the thing is that the anchoring is actually a strategy, but it's kind of balanced, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's a strategy in some game modes in Call of Duty as well, but in some game modes it does get annoying. And they also had what they called combined arms, which is the large domination where you had to get 5 points on the map and hold them as long as you can. But they also had another one which was really cool, which I enjoy playing, which is Assault, which is again kind of like they're borrowing it from Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, where you have to assault the point and move that, either move back or move forward. And they have a similar game mode like that in Battlefield 5, although it's not called Assault, where you have 5 points on the map and you battle the other team for them. You capture the point, you move forward to the next one. And then if they're able to repel your attack and defend, and they push you back to the original point. So it's kind of like a seesaw. So all in all, they're trying to make this game to be more like Battlefield. Now, Battlefield 5 was not that great. It had some great game modes, but Battlefield 1, I think, is the benchmark for these games. And I think they're trying to get into that frame of mind.
We lost Echo. Losing Charlie. Securing B. Losing Alpha. Enemy spy plane inbound. Enemy has C. Bravo secure.
Alright, and our final question, how does it compare to the other titles?
Well, to the other titles of the series, my personal favorites were Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare 2, and the new Modern Warfare. And then, as honorable mention, I'll say Modern Warfare 3 and the original Black Ops. I enjoyed playing the original Black Ops because it had some had good maps. And that's the thing that really sets these games apart, is the maps. The gameplay is always the same, the objectives are always the same, the game modes are always the same. But it's the feel of the game. Of course, the game's going to have a campaign, so the campaign could be a good campaign. Modern Warfare had a good campaign. The original Black Ops had a good campaign. Those are things that set it apart. But it's the maps. People, if you don't have a good map, I'm going to use Modern Warfare for example. They have a map called Piccadilly, which is set in Piccadilly Circus in London. It's a horrible map. But for some reason, it's always in heavy rotation. And that's the thing, is they put a lot of bad maps in heavy rotation. And the more popular maps are not in heavy rotation. For example, in Modern Warfare, they have the Freighties Bridge, where you're on a bridge and you're battling over the bridge. Excellent map. You have great sight lines for sniping, things like that. But it's not in heavy rotation. And that's the thing, is a lot of with these games, if it's not a good map and it's in heavy rotation, you push people away to other games like Battlefield, which has these huge maps. And it's a lot of fun to play because Battlefield is more time consuming. Match will take anywhere, depending on the game mode you play, 20 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour. So it takes up a big chunk of time. Where the appeal with the Call of Duty series is a lot of these are 15 minutes and less. So they're quick, you're in and out, and you get high kill counts. The one thing I didn't notice was with the original Black Ops, you can quick scope. With the Infinity Ward games, you can quick scope, which is, for people that don't know, quick scoping is where they take a sniper rifle or a rifle and they aim fast and shoot. Now, in real life, that would never happen. It's impossible. It's actually when it came out in the first Modern Warfare, or Modern Warfare 2, I have to check. It was a software error. It was a glitch in the software. They acknowledged it was a glitch in the software, but they left it in because it was popular. And what happens is you have these people that benefit from this software glitch, where in other games, like Black Ops or Battlefield, they're not that good. So that's the thing, is it seems to be more tightly programmed. So you don't have those glitches, but people love those glitches. And we'll see how they do with cheating. With Modern Warfare, there is a fair amount of cheating. You can report cheaters, which is fantastic. And Infinity Ward has separate servers for people accused of cheating to play against other cheaters, which sucks if you're really good, because then you're in that cheater server and you're going to be really bad.
I'm just going to interrupt here.
Yes, please.
This anti-cheat system sounds really good compared to another game I know how hard it was.
And what game is that?
I just said it very fast.
Ah.
Okay, so basically in Rainbow Six Siege, it's a good anti-cheat, but the problem with this is that they recently removed the vote kick system.
Yeah.
In every single mode, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I haven't played ranked, but I think they removed it in ranked as well.
Well, when I would play Call of Duty on the PC, you had to, because a lot of the servers were privately run, you had to get another app called Punk Buster, where if a person was cheating, they were automatically removed. And if they had any boosts or anything like that, because you see more cheating with people that play on PC. Because you could download it, integrate it into the program. It's a little harder to do. It can be done, but it's harder to do on a console, PlayStation or Xbox.
And plus, I believe that the Xbox and PlayStation companies do make mounting their software illegal.
That is correct. But you had cheating when the first Black Ops came out, the original one, and this is why it was a fantastic game, was they had anti-cheating software into it, so you couldn't cheat, you couldn't do a lot of things. And it was fantastic, and they had great maps, like the drive-in theater was an excellent map. They had one where you're in a Vietnam jungle, things like that. It was fantastic. Russian radar installation in the mountains. You had some good maps. So that's going to be the telltale sign, is if they have some good maps. The maps I saw, the smaller maps, I wasn't in love with. One was just like a maze, which...
How do you make a maze?
It wasn't like a maze, it was just like one long hallway. I called it the maze. But the maps weren't that great. There wasn't any great... It was difficult to use the sniper rifle. It was difficult to run these maps. Hopefully they'll have some better maps. But the large scale combat game modes they have was fun and entertaining. And that may be where they're going with this series. Trying to model themselves after Battlefield, which is more popular now due to Battlefield 1. So it's hard to tell, but I would put it in the... It's not the worst Call of Duty title. I mean, you have Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, which were really bad. And then the last Black Ops, Ghosts, was marginal. I would say I'd put this on the level of Ghost. Call of Duty Ghost. And now keep in mind, out of the titles, I never played Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4 because Black Ops 2 was just so bad. I was just like... So this is my foray back into the Black Ops. Because I like the time period that's it's in. It's the 80s. 80s were a fun and wild time. You had the Cold War going on. You know, you had the Soviet Union. You had the United States, superpowers. Rocky 5. Was it Rocky 5? Or was it Rocky 4?
Who knows?
Rocky 3 was Clubber Lang. I think Rocky 4 was Drago. They were fighting in Russia. After what it wasn't that good. You just see Rocky out in Siberia working out. You know, they always have that workout montage with the music, and he's punching bales of hay or something. Doing push-ups with the KGB watching, and he beats Ivan Drago. Very anticlimactic, you know, yay, USA. But we all knew Rocky was going to beat Ivan Drago after Drago killed Apollo Creed. So you don't even need to see the movie. I just told you the whole movie right there.
Well, the thing is, I don't know anything, so like it's.
The only good part of the movie was the interlude, the musical interlude with James Brown, where he's singing "Living in America."
Mm.
'Cause he's the king of soul. And they probably blew their whole budget to get James Brown. All right. Do you have anything else?
No. I don't.
All right. So we'll bid everyone adieu and au revoir.